Hey everybody, what's up? And welcome back to my channel. For those of you who have never watched a video of mine before, welcome. Thank you for checking out my videos. This video is going to be a little bit different from what I plan on having be on this channel moving forward. I would love to do more movies and games and books and cosplay, everything related. So this video is kind of the excuse video to end all excuses, hopefully, fingers crossed. And I had really kind of debated on whether or not I was going to even make this video. I feel like as a cosplayer and as someone who is moderately involved in social media, if you talk about your self-esteem issues or you talk about things about yourself that really bother you, a lot of times people's initial reaction is, you're a cosplayer. Like, you put yourself out there all the time. What are you talking about? You're insecure. Like, how are you insecure? You're dressing up as Catwoman. And I think that a lot of people get into cosplay, and I know, speaking for myself personally, because of our insecurities, because we are, we don't have high self-esteem, and cosplay kind of gives us that outlet to feel like we can go beyond that and to really push ourselves to break out of our shell. I know most of my friends, I probably see a good 95% of them cosplay because they do have self-esteem issues or they're insecure. So yes, I dress up as characters, and yes, a lot of times some of those characters are scantily clad. I'm not confident enough yet in myself to do the really far-reaching ones, no like kill la kill level, but yeah, I mean, cosplay has been a huge help for me in that regard. Another reason why I was kind of reluctant to make a video like this is that I feel like I don't want this channel to be about negativity. I want this channel to be about things that are positive. I want a positive outlet for myself. Like I said, I want to do, ultimately my goal is to do weekly videos of things that I'm passionate about, whether it be movie reviews, book reviews, just talking about video games in general, whatever it is. I want to start doing streaming and blah blah blah, all this stuff, but I've been letting my self-esteem issues really hold me back, and so I'm like, okay, I don't want this channel to be negative, but I really feel like I need to be genuine and talk about things that are affecting me. And life is not always positive, and that's the thing that I hate, that if you're going through a rough time or if you're having issues, a lot of times people will be like, oh, you're a negative Nancy, oh, you just want the negativity, you want the attention, and it's like, that's not, that's not always the case. Just we're humans, we go through ups and downs, and right now I have been kind of in a down. I have been really struggling to put out content because I have become extremely insecure about my weight. For those of you who don't know me at all, or who haven't heard me talk about this 1,000 times already, I have, within the past, I think it was past 3 years, put on 35 pounds. It's really started affecting my day-to-day life. It's not just like a superficial thing where it's affecting my cosplay. It's just like all the time. It affects the way that I feel about myself, the way that I mean, I'm sure you guys know or have been through this, where you like want to stay at home in your pajamas and not face the real world, and that's how I feel a lot of days. I get really depressed. I'm like, what's the point? Why bother? I can put on a hoodie and hide in my house, and that's even been my feelings, like going to conventions, which, cosplaying conventions have been such a huge part of my life now, for so long, and it's gotten to the point, and I made a post about this on Facebook, is that it's gotten to the point where it's not fun for me anymore. I hate it. Which is, it's horrible to even say that. I think that's the first time I've actually even said it out loud. Like, I hate it. I hate doing these events now because I'm so self-conscious the entire time. I'm uncomfortable the entire time. I'm wearing shapewear up to my ears. and I still even then feel like it's not helping. I'm just super conscious of the way that I look in those outfits and the way that I feel like other people are judging me. Britt and I went to a convention 1 or 2 weeks ago. We went to Wizard World, which was a lot of fun, and I'm not saying that I hated going. I was just so miserable the whole time that I was just thinking about the way that I looked in that dress. And I'm not gonna post full body photos of that dress because I was that embarrassed about the way that I looked. And it sucks because when you have all these amazing friends and these other artists who want to work with you, who are like, hey, can I take your photo? And you're like, yes. And the whole time in the back of your head, you're like cringing. You're just like, this is gonna look really, really horrible. These are not gonna get posted. And it sucks because that's awesome that they want to work with you. That's awesome that they want to take your photo, but you just don't feel like you want to see it. We got photos back from that from a really good friend photographer, and he's a great photographer. It has nothing to do with him, and that's what I hate about it too, is I'm so critical of these photos. One of our really good friends, Photos in Excess, his name is Jace, he takes the most amazing photographs. And one of the last sets that we did, I was like, I look horrible. And I could kind of tell that he like took it like personally. I'm like, no, please God, like your photos are beautiful. Like everything in the photo looks good, except for me. I look like trash. I look like a hippo. And I just, I hate to feel that way about myself. So I had made a post and basically said that I was going to take a break from cosplay until I get my weight under control. And I know that that's such a vague thing to post. I am doing Greensboro Comic-Con, which is coming up, and then I'm doing NC Comic-Con, and I'm gonna be working. Like, it's not like I'm gonna eat like crap up until that point and then go, okay, now it's time to get serious. Like, I'm dieting. I'm actively working on dieting and exercise. It's just, I think that after NC Comic-Con, I'm gonna take a serious break because you guys, if you cosplay, cosplay is expensive, like ridiculously expensive, and it really sucks to spend all that time and effort and money on a costume and then you hate it. Like, there's been so few photo shoots that have come out of our recent cosplays because I just hate the way I look at them. Like, we did a really fun group at Animazement this year where we did Dragon Ball, and I was Bulma, and I just thought my legs looked like cottage cheese. I'm like, this is terrible. I loved like my makeup. I loved the outfit. I hated the photos of me. And Brittany looked so amazing. Oh my gosh. And Alex, her boyfriend, it was just hilarious. But I felt like I just brought the whole group down. And if you guys have ever done a group cosplay, oh my gosh, it feels so crappy when literally everyone that comes up to you wants to take a photo of other members of the group, and then they don't want to take your photo. And I don't cosplay for that. Obviously, I didn't like do that cosplay to get that attention or to have people take my picture. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying it just makes you feel really bad when they're like, oh, can I get the three of you? And Fat Bulma, you just step to the side. And like, obviously they didn't say that, but like in my mind, that's what I'm hearing. It's like, my costume looks so bad, people don't want to even take a photo of it in this group costume, like this group cosplay that we're doing. So manly. Yeah, it just feels bad. It feels bad, man. So I just kind of had this conversation with myself, and I'm like, it's not fair to Brittany. I'm lucky that I have such good, emotional, supportive, amazing friends in my life who have from day one supported me in my cosplay, and Brittany is one of those people to where she's so good at like getting me fired up to do a cosplay, and she's like, you look great, you look amazing, like we're gonna go out and we're gonna kill this, and she'll put on like our RuPaul's Drag Race playlist, and we're like, I'm looking cool, and she just makes me feel great about the way that I look. But then I get home and I'm by myself and I'm looking at these photos and I'm like, can't keep doing this. We did this thing at Wizard World, and I don't know what it's called. I have no idea what it's called, but it's one of those photos or videos where you stay stationary and they kind of like, the camera pans around you. And she and I did it dressed as Kirk and Spock. There's a gnat in here. Why are there like 9,000 gnats? I understand like it's summer. I don't have any fruit here. Like, what is the problem? So yeah, they like did the shot and they panned around us. And while we were doing the video, I'm like, this is gonna look amazing, man. We're gonna look awesome. Oh my gosh. So she looked like amazing. And I knew that she did, because the whole day we were there, people were like, oh my God, Spock, you look amazing. Like, you look great. I looked so bad. Like, it devastated me inside seeing that picture of me. My friend Shannon, she made a post the other day that I was like, that's a mood. It was something along the lines of like, I hate myself so much now that I think I can finally like make an effort to change. It was something along those lines, and I was like, that is exactly how I feel. I've gotten to that point where I hate the way that I look so much that I'm like, okay, it's on, like, it's time. And I've said it so many times, and I know that people were like, another diet video, like another thing about dieting. I've had friends or ex-friends say to me like, I don't know if this girl wants to eat a donut or she wants to go on a diet. And that's true. That's my life. Like, I go back and forth so much. For those of you who don't know this about me, I actually had this problem before, way back when. I had just graduated high school. Like, wow, I'm really that old. And I, for some reason, like in the transition between high school and college, I gained like 40 pounds. I want to say it was probably like 120, 130 all through high school. And then I ballooned almost up to 200 pounds. I lost that weight. I want to say it was within like 6 or 7 months. And I lost it the healthy way. I was dieting and exercising. I know some people will say like calorie restricting is not very healthy. It's like, okay, but what's more healthy, me being 20 and having heart problems, or, you know, me restricting my calories? Obviously something was wrong with me. Something was really wrong. And I love to make a video about like my whole history of my battle with my weight, because it's just been a really long time. It's pretty much been my entire life since I hit puberty. I have just struggle with my weight. I have a very addictive personality, and I hate that phrase, but it's so true. Like, I am so addicted to food that I will, excuse me, I will go into these binges where I have become better about it recently, but I would say probably like 1 or 2 years ago, it was really bad, to the point where I would order a whole Domino's large pizza and eat the whole thing by myself. And I didn't like, you know, I didn't put 2 and 2 together. I wasn't like, oh, obviously this is a severe problem. I'm a stress eater. That's just how I am. Like, I just have always had this issue with food. And I know, you know, I've done it in the past. You know, I've gotten the weight off of me in the past. And so I know that I can do it again. It's just getting there and being really like dedicated to it, you know, and being like, you know when you're committed to something and you're really committed, like, you feel it, you like deep down, you're like, I'm at that place now, I'm ready to change. And I think that Shannon's status just really like reflected like how I'm feeling. I'm like, I am at that level now where I'm not even feeling tempted by the bad foods, because I'm so dedicated to losing this weight so that I can feel more creative. I can feel more inspired to make videos, and I can feel more confident in myself. Because when I first lost the weight and I first started doing cosplay, my confidence was so, it was just, I've never felt that confident in myself in my entire life. I remember the first selfie that I posted of my Catwoman cosplay as I was working on creating it. and people were like, oh my gosh, like Sarah has never posted anything like this before. Like, I'm not that type of person where I don't wear, and this is not a judgment, I'm just saying, like, me, I don't wear like things that are revealing. I don't wear shorts. If I do, I'm wearing leggings underneath them, you know, like I just don't do that. And so people's reaction to that, they were like, wow, you look really, really amazing. You look great. And I don't feel that way about myself anymore. And I'm not saying that I need other people to validate me to feel good about myself. Because obviously if that was the case, then like all my friends and my family members who tell me I look amazing or tell me I look great, like I'd be like, oh wow, okay, yeah, I look amazing. I don't need to do anything. Like, that's not how it works. But just, I felt so good about myself at that time, and it was just like I could showcase what I had accomplished. You know, I worked my butt off, pretty much literally, to get to that point where I was, and I want to be there again. You know, I wasn't 100% happy with my body. I know no one is. You know, even back then when I was like, I think I had got my weight down from 200 to like 140 was my lowest, and people might roll their eyes and be like, that's still fat, whatever. I was happy with it. You know, I was still trying to work on my fitness, but I wasn't anywhere near like as depressed as I am now. I was very confident in myself, and I really, really want that back. So it's always tough starting a weight loss journey, and I think that one of the ways that I can maintain it and I can stay focused, sorry, I know I'm like twisting around in this chair, is to do videos like this, or to, you know, do updates. So I'm not going to get caught up in fads. Really, I love to see people succeed. And I have friends who are doing these different diets, and they are killing it on these diets. My friend Sarah, haha, not me, like I have a legitimate friend named Sarah, her and her, I think it's her husband, they are on the ketogenic diet, and she looks smoking hot. Like, she has lost so much freaking weight doing that diet. I don't know how many times I'm gonna see that diet and be like, okay, let me give it a try. Let me tell you, I've tried the ketogenic diet so many times, and it's because so many people have such great success on this diet. I do not. This diet makes me very, very sick, and I don't mean like the keto flu sick. I mean like non-stop intestinal pain. This is ripping me apart sick. I can't do it. It's not sustainable for me. So I went through this period of being like, I'm gonna try this diet, I'm gonna fail, I'm gonna try this diet, I'm gonna fail, and I know it doesn't work. Like, you guys, that's the worst thing about yo-yo dieting, is like, you know, you're like, I'm gonna do this for 2 or 3 weeks, it's not gonna work out for me, it's not gonna be sustainable, but I'm gonna do it anyway, because you wanna see those results. And I know that slow and steady, and, you know, it's gonna take a little bit of time, and that's the way that it works. That's the way that I lost weight the last time that I lost weight, was a slow and steady, gradual weight loss. But I keep getting roped into these diets that I know are not gonna work. I got a little Hearthstone squish. I know that a lot of people hate counting calories. It doesn't work for them, and that if it doesn't, like, I get it. Like, just like keto doesn't work for me. Trying really hard to be more active, and that's one of the main reasons why I know that I've gained all this weight. So I was, like I said, I was like around 140, 145. I am now 174, 75 pounds, depending on the day and the time of day. Which I just hate even saying that out loud, but I just said it. I admitted it. There, yeah, that feels freeing to say. The secret is out. I'm 175 pounds, and some people may think that that's absolutely horrible and disgusting, and some people may hear that and go, I weigh more than that. Do you think I'm horrible and disgusting? Like, no, this is not about anyone else but me and how I feel about my body. I know that part of it is because I get, and this is with like actively trying to walk around in my office, maybe 2,000 steps a day. That is horrible. Working in an office setting, I love my job. I genuinely 100% love my job. It's the most rewarding job I could have ever asked for. But I sit. I sit and I sit and I sit, and I come home and I'm tired, because work is work, whether you're sitting down or not. and I sit some more and I play World of Warcraft. And then now I am eating whatever the heck I want to, walking maybe 1,000 steps a day. That is horrible. Like, that is really, really bad. And I even have one of those things under my desk where you can pedal. So I try to do that for a minimum of a half an hour a day. And I honestly should do it more. Like, that's kind of like a crappy, I mean, I'm there for 8 hours. Like, why am I not pedaling for 8 hours? For some reason, my boss hates it. I feel like it really bothers him. It doesn't make any noise. I don't know. I think it just weirds him out that I have like this little thing under my desk and I'm like pedaling. So that, and then trying to consistently work out for half an hour a day. I know I'm getting older, and that's the thing that I hear over and over and over again is like, oh, well, you know, once you hit a certain age, your metabolism starts to slow down and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, no, I will fight it. I will beat it. And I'm going to, and I'm going to take videos of it all. And, you know, I won't do these as often. I don't want this to become a thing where I only upload once a month to complain about my weight, and my weight never changes. Like, that is not going to happen. I'm going to 100% make sure that it's not going to happen. I'm going to have people hold me accountable. I'm going to really be dedicated to this process because I've done it before and I know that I can do it again. I just have to stick with it, make it sustainable, and then I will be feeling back to my confident self. At this point, even if I lost 5 pounds or 7 pounds, I'd be over the moon. Like, I just need a little bit. And I know people are gonna be like, don't get caught up on the scale, whatever. You know, like, my ultimate goal is fitness, but also I want to lose weight, you know. And I feel like one of the things people don't really talk about is that when you lose weight, it's easier to work out. And people may disagree with me, but when I was at 140, I just had so much more energy. I wasn't carrying around like 35 pounds of gut, you know, that's getting in my way during my workouts. I'm gonna get there again. So yeah, that's my excuse video, my rambling excuse video. Thank you guys. If you made it this far, you are the MVP. I know this is a lot of rambling, and it's mostly cathartic for me to be able to talk about this kind of stuff. I'm not antisocial, but talking about this stuff and talking about myself and private things, it's hard for me to do one-on-one with people, even like over Messenger. I don't divulge a lot of stuff, but talking to a camera, sitting by myself in my apartment, it's pretty good. And now my voice is totally gone. I'm not even talking that loud. Yeah, so cosplays, I'm not done. I'm gonna keep going with it. I'm actually working on this dang on sword, which is killing me. Someone's outside. And hopefully this is the hilt of the Ashbringer. So I'm covering these with foam because it just looked like total crap. I'm like, this is nice and smooth, and then I got an edge to go around, and then I gotta make the hilt and blah blah blah. So I'm not giving up on it. I'm gonna do more videos. I'm gonna try to get with Brittany this weekend. Why? I'm gonna try to get with Brittany this weekend and do some other fun videos. We have so many like ideas, and then we never do it. I think that she and I both get really down on ourselves, and it's so funny because I will be motivational to her and she'll be motivational to me, and then we get apart from each other and we just like lose all of our motivation. So yeah, so I want to try really hard. And then streaming, I'm working to get it up and running. I might actually stream on Facebook tonight with some WoW. I finally got 118, you guys. It took forever. All of my friends are like on their 5th level 120 character, and I'm over here like, I'm 118, but I didn't want to rush through the content either. Yeah, I got my Argus shirt on. Represent. So hopefully I'll get that up and running soon. And yeah, I'm excited to make more videos. I really am. And again, thank you guys so much for watching. I am gonna dedicate a video a week. I promise it's gonna happen. All right, well, thanks for listening to me ramble. Check me out on my other social media. I'm gonna put links below. I don't update my Facebook page as much as I should, but hopefully again that will change, and that will change with putting out more content, more videos and stuff. So yeah, thank you guys, and I hope you have a good weekend. All right, bye.